Hey everyone, let's continue the rest of my story from where I left off last time. Before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to show your support. So, in the last video, I told you about how Tina suddenly appeared at Cole's place and ran to me crying. I'm not gonna lie, for a moment, I was completely stunned. How did Cole even find out about Tina? And how did he bring her here? And why did she seem so scared and distressed? Milton, I was so worried, she cried, hugging me tight. I'm glad you're all right. Now, Tina, Natalie interrupted. You show your face after so many years and the first thing you do is hug Milton? I practically brought you up and made you the person you are today. And you are ignoring me? Aren't you an ungrateful brat? Cole started clapping. Just a few moments ago, you called her a granny. And now you're calling her a brat? Make up your mind, will you? Natalie fumed. You! Keep your mouth shut! What are you playing at? Why did you bring Tina here? You're supposed to date and marry me! Cole rolled his eyes. I may seem stupid, but I'm not that stupid as to go ahead and marry the likes of you. Tina will do just fine, thank you. Excuse me, I intervened. Tina's not an object, and you have no right to just make that decision for her. Wow, that is surprising, Cole smirked. How come you care? Weren't you trying to set me up with your sisters? I was, because I don't care about Natalie and Penny, I said firmly. And anyhow, they were interested in you too. But Tina is off limits, so don't you dare cross your boundaries. Milton, who is this crazy person? Tina asked me. His men just kidnapped me from the airport and brought me here. Kidnap? Cole laughed. That's a little harsh. Look, I brought you to your brother, didn't I? You should be thanking me. I turned to face Tina. What were you doing at the airport in the first place? Why are you back? So... She started hesitantly. I received a call from a hospital that you got into an accident. I was so shocked and distraught that I didn't think twice before packing my bags and coming here. Right, I made that fake call, Cole said with a malicious smile on his face. Let's just say it's one of my talents. Lucky for me that Tina believed me and took the bait. Ugh, seriously? I clutched my forehead in frustration. This was not good. Why did Tina have to land into this mess? It's not safe. And marry her to Cole? Had he lost his mind? That would happen over my dead body. Tina, this is the last time I'll say this. Natalie walked forward. Come to me. Why are you standing there with Milton? Have you lost your mind? Why do you care whether he got in an accident or not? Yeah, Tina, you're not making any sense right now. Penny jumped in. I'm a bit mad to see you here trying to seduce Cole, but I'll let it go this time. Come, let's go home. We'll talk then. Wow. Were Natalie and Penny not aware that Tina had redeemed herself long ago? Or had she? I mean, yeah, after the whole question paper incident, she had apologized and I had helped her. And we had been on pretty good terms after that. All these years, while I was suffering, Tina had been away for her studies and job. I didn't want to disturb her, so I never told her what was going on. And she never bothered me either. But could I really trust her? I'd learned the hard way that I couldn't go around placing my blind faith in people. But with Tina, I felt conflicted. I guess it'd be best to observe her. How was she going to react to Natalie and Penny? Tina clutched my arm tightly and glared at Natalie and Penny. Stay away from me! The two of you disgust me. I'm not letting you brainwash me again. I feel bad enough as it is for what I did to Milton all those years ago. Just freaking stay away, got it? I don't want anything to do with you. I glanced at Tina. It looked like she was saying what she genuinely felt. She looked up at me with apologetic eyes, and I shook my head at her with a smile. It was okay. I didn't have any grudge against Tina. I'd forgiven her long ago. For now, I could give her the benefit of doubt. And judging by the shocked looks on Natalie and Penny's faces, they weren't expecting this. So it was safe to assume that Tina really hadn't been in touch with them. As much as I'm enjoying this family reunion, I have other work too, Cole started. So I would be grateful if you guys could give me a clear answer about Tina. Wow, Tina, I get it now, Natalie scoffed. You're betraying us just so you can trap a rich and handsome man like Cole. Are you using Milton to do that? Well played. Tina looked repulsed. Ew! What the heck are you saying? I don't know this Cole guy, and I have no interest in knowing him. I came back for checking on my brother. But of course, I don't expect you to understand that. You heard her, I said to Cole. Her answer is no. So, we'll be leaving now. Oh, does that mean our deal is off? Cole frowned. Guess I'll have to go back to Melissa then. It was like someone had hit me with a brick. So now he was using Melissa to threaten me? Wow, I had underestimated him big time. Melissa? Tina asked in confusion. Isn't that your ex? I thought you told me that you had a fallout with her years ago. And she was with these dimwits Natalie and Penny now. That's right. I had a fallout with Melissa, and I despised her all these years. But then, everything just changed in one night, and I made a deal with Melissa. But why was I even doing it? I knew that I was perfectly capable of winning the elections without Melissa's help. Why the heck did I make a deal with her and get myself involved with Cole? Why did it matter to me whether Melissa got married to Cole or not? Should I just save Tina and let Melissa deal with her own problems? But no. I don't know why, but I didn't want to ditch Melissa like this. Wow. Don't tell me. Was I developing feelings for her once again? After everything that she did directly or indirectly? You look lost, Milton. Cole's voice brought me out of my thoughts. Looks like I put you in a tough spot. Fine then. I'll give you some time to think. You can leave now and give me your answer within a week. I didn't waste any time getting out of that suffocating house. Tina followed after me. I told Tina that she could stay with me at Beth's house for the meantime. We were both inside the car when I received a call from Raymond. Hey dude, where are you? He asked in an excited voice. My girlfriend's back in the city. I want you to meet her. Please, come to the cafe in front of my apartment building. I rubbed my temples. Do we really have to do this now? Yeah, you don't have a choice, he said in a stern voice. Come on, man. It's an honor to meet my amazing girlfriend. Don't be like this. Okay, fine. I sighed. I'll be there. I decided to bring Tina with me, too. Surely Raymond wouldn't mind. We got out of the car upon reaching the cafe. Raymond was waving at me excitedly from a distance. I glanced around in embarrassment. Tina and I walked towards him quickly, but something strange happened as soon as we neared him. Tina and Raymond's eyes met, and both of them kept staring at each other for 5 minutes straight. I started getting a bad feeling in my gut, and suddenly, Raymond's previous words echoed in my head. Back in the city? Tina was also back in the city. And the way they were staring at each other? Oh my god, what was this? Hey, are you his girlfriend? I asked Tina in shock. She blinked a few times, then turned to me. What? Are you insane? I have some standards. Why would I date someone like him? Hey, what is that supposed to mean? Raymond protested. Then, why were you two staring at each other like that? I frowned. You almost gave me a heart attack. I tend to have that effect on girls, Raymond said with a smirk. No, I was just taken aback by his ugliness, Tina retorted. What the? You are lying. It's written all over your face. You were dazed by my gorgeousness, Raymond persisted. Tina scoffed. Yeah, keep dreaming. Wow. Just what was I witnessing? Oh, look, my girlfriend has arrived. Raymond pointed a finger behind me. I turned around, only to come face to face with the girl I never thought I would see again at a time like this. Hi, it's Milton. I'm back with the season finale. Before we get into the story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to show your support to me. Now, if you all remember, we were meeting Raymond's girlfriend. I had mistaken Tina for Raymond's girlfriend and almost suffered a heart attack. But thank God that was not the case. Raymond and Tina had met for the first time. But after seeing Raymond's real girlfriend, the thought that crossed my mind was, perhaps it would have been better if he was dating Tina. You must be wondering what made me have such an extreme thought. Anyone in my place would think the same. I was standing face to face with Kristen, aka my so-called fake ex, my sister's biggest supporter, and one of the people who hated my guts. Her being Raymond's girlfriend was a twist that I was not expecting. To be honest, Kristen had been absent from the picture for a while. I had heard that she moved to a different city, and James was helping her with her finances. But how the heck did she meet Raymond, and why was she here now? I turned to Raymond. He seemed genuinely happy. For a moment, I did consider the possibility that he was deceiving me, but then again, why would he have helped me so much till now? It was more like Kristen was tricking Raymond and the rest of us. So, you're the infamous Milton. Kristen smirked as if she was meeting me for the first time. Nice to meet you. I clenched my fists and backed away from her. Don't pretend, Kristen, and stay away from me. What? Raymond frowned. Do you know Kristen? How? And why are you behaving like that? Raymond, didn't I tell you everything about my past? Remember how I mentioned a gold digger fake girlfriend who aided Natalie and Penny all along? I took a deep breath. That was this girl, Kristen. I don't know how you met her or why she's here, but she's clearly plotting something. What? Raymond walked towards Kristen and wrapped a hand around her shoulder. Dude, you're kidding, right? Kristen is an angel in disguise. She was the one who allowed me to go along with all your plans and flirt with those girls. Are you seriously accusing her right now? Right? Kristen exclaimed sadly. I'm a bit disappointed. I thought Milton was a good person. Why is he saying such things? Are you sure you didn't confuse me for someone else? Cut the crap! I yelled at her. What do you want now? Were you using Raymond as a tool this whole time? Hey, that's enough, man, Raymond intervened. You're taking your joke too far. I won't tolerate anything against Kristen. She's supported me a lot throughout the years, and I respect and love her a lot. So please, stop this. Milton's saying the truth, you idiot! Tina came forward. This is Kristen, the girl who tried to steal everything from Milton. I know her very well because I used to work with her once. Go ahead and believe her if you want, but stop accusing my brother of lying. Wow, seriously? Do you guys have any proof that you used to know me? Kristen smiled. I would like to see. Dang it. I didn't have a single photo with her. Even if I had, I would have burned them long ago. But how could I prove everything to Raymond now? Even Tina seemed lost. Ugh, what was Kristen planning now? Raymond was one of the few people that I genuinely liked. I didn't want to lose a friend again because of her schemes. Is this Kristen's plan all along? From what I could see, Raymond was actually clueless and completely under her spell. And this was really bad. I couldn't afford to lose an ally like him. Raymond, do you think I would gain anything from lying to you? I asked. I just don't want you to fall into one of her traps. Please, trust me. I've had enough. Kristen subtly started sniffling, hiding her face in Raymond's chest. I wasn't saying anything because Raymond looks up to you a lot. But you just keep insulting me. Milton, please apologize, Raymond demanded. This is not what I was expecting from you. The feeling is mutual, I fired back. I really hope that you'll come to your senses soon and realize what she really is. T and I left after that. I got back home to find Beth waiting for me. Could this day get any worse? By the way, didn't Beth know about Kristen? How was Raymond able to fool her like this? I had to admit, that guy had some skills. I introduced Tina to Beth and told her that she'll be staying with us for some time. Oh, okay, that won't be a problem, Beth smiled. But, Milton, your campaign is coming up. Are you prepared? You've been distracted lately. Distracted? Sure, that's what it looked like to her, because I was preparing in secret. I wasn't about to just tell her all my campaign details so that she could pass them to James. In fact, I had a major speech coming up in a few days. This speech was the opening of my election campaign, and I had to take every measure not to screw it. I was pretty sure that Beth wanted to get her hands on the speech I had prepared. She even asked me to show it to her up front. I still haven't written anything, I told her. I was not lying, I really hadn't written anything. The speech was in my head. I couldn't risk it anywhere else. That night before going to sleep, I was thinking about everything that was going on. My life could be described in just one word. Madness. Everything was a mess, Beth was cheating on me and working with James. Raymond was now trapped with Kristen. Cole had given me a deadline to make a choice between Tina and Melissa. Tina was back, and I somehow felt responsible to protect her. The election campaign was starting soon. And last but not least, I was struggling with my feelings when it came to Melissa. I was still not sure if I started liking her again. I didn't want to deal with anything the next day, so I stayed holed up in my room. Tina came in a few times to give me food and water, but sensing my bad mood, she decided not to say anything. Thankfully, Beth was out for some work, and I didn't have to face her. I could only guess that either she was meeting with James or Raymond. Whatever, I didn't care anymore. It was around 11 p.m. when my phone pinged with a message from Melissa. "Come downstairs. I'm waiting outside your door." I frowned at the screen. Why was she here? The last time she showed up like this, my whole world had turned upside down. I composed myself and went to open the door for her. But Melissa was not alone. Beside her was Raymond, and he looked completely wasted. He was stumbling and saying incoherent words, and Melissa looked like she was having a hard time stabilizing him. I helped her bring him in. As soon as we were inside, Raymond hugged me, taking me by surprise. I felt my shoulders getting wet and realized that he was crying. "What the heck happened to him?" I asked Melissa. So long story short, he now knows Kristen's truth. And let's just say it came as a big shock to him. He's been like that ever since then, she replied. What? How? Yesterday he was not ready to believe me, so what changed now? I asked in confusion. He called me today. I guess he started having doubts about what you told him yesterday. She sighed. So I told him the truth about how Kristen was working with James and everything else. He was still in denial, but, I've lived with Kristen for so long, I have enough proof. So, yeah, this happened. I guess he really liked her a lot. She helped and supported him a lot over the last few years as a way of gaining his trust. Ugh, dang it, this was the worst. Hey, I'm sorry, Raymond muttered with his eyes half closed. I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have yelled at you yesterday. It's okay, I replied. Go to sleep. We'll talk tomorrow. He suddenly started laughing. Isn't it funny? Our lives have become so similar and we keep getting involved with the same people too. I'm kinda afraid that I'll end up like you. You've endured it till now, but I'm not that strong. I'll give up way too soon. My eyes widened at his words. Why was he saying such things? I brought him to a room and told him to sleep. I was glad about one thing. At least he knew the truth now. I could always help him cope with it. I thought that I had one good thing going on for me. But, of course, that had to be followed by something bad. When I went to meet Beth on the night before my campaign speech, I had no idea that I was walking right into a trap.